I've been asked to read my original write-up, the profile I first wrote for Megatron back in November '83. This is how I wrote it, and on a sheet of yellow legal pad. And but before I get into that, so when I conceived of all of these names and profiles for these characters, they all had to go through Hasbro for their approval. Megatron was one of my favorite names I came up with. I just thought it had the right tone to it. It really felt strong and menacing, and so I submitted the name to Hasbro along with a bunch of other names for the other characters, and they rejected Megatron. And now I understood that literally this was their toys. They could do whatever they want with them. I didn't have any rights to tell them what to do with their toys, but I wanted to fight for Megatron. So I said to them this was the very beginning of my relationship with the Hasbro people. I said very carefully, very gingerly, I said, so you didn't like Megatron, what was wrong with it? Sometimes they would reject names for legal reasons because somebody else had the copyright to it or something. But that wasn't the case with Megatron. They said, well, we think Megatron sounds too scary. So I said to them, okay, he's the head of the bad guys. He's the leader of the bad guys. He's supposed to sound scary. So they reconsidered and said, okay, we'll go with Megatron. And Megatron, I would say, arguably is the best, most memorable name, except maybe for Optimus Prime, that's out there for all the Transformers. So I think it was good on my part that I fought for him, fought for that name. Anyway, so here's what I initially wrote for Megatron. His profile. Love, compassion, mercy are words that have no meaning for Megatron. He has risen to the leadership of the Decepticons by a combination of brute strength, military cunning, ruthlessness, and terror. On Cybertron, he was commanding general in charge of all military operations against the Autobots, who referred to him as the Slag Maker. It was a title of fear, a title of respect, a title Megatron relished. His banishment to Earth has only made him more bitter, more evil-minded, if that is possible. He aches to return to Cybertron and complete his mission of eradicating the Autobots. But while on Earth, he is dedicated to eliminating those Autobots marooned here with him. And his plans go far beyond that. He realizes the Earth is one huge stockpile of metal and fuel resources and means to possess it all with the aid of his fellow Decepticons. But his plans go even beyond that. Plans so grisly, even his fellow Decepticons are unaware. Megatron considers all life on Earth as a potential resource to be exploited. He has calculated that a combination of biochemical-based materials with Decepticon circuitry would make the Decepticons immensely more powerful. And the best source of these materials are humans. Everything is fodder, is Megatron's motto. He allows no exceptions. On the back, we have abilities. Megatron is incredibly powerful and intelligent, the equal of Autobot leader Optimus Prime. His fusion cannon can convert any small amount of matter into large quantities of explosive nuclear energy. The cannon can fire a blast up to 12 miles and release enough energy to flatten a small town. Megatron can use his internal circuitry to connect the cannon interdimensionally with a black hole where it can draw on antimatter as its source material. The blast from this is far greater, but it creates a tremendous strain on Megatron to do this for even one blast. Weaknesses. Megatron has no known weaknesses.